I'm a history buff. What do you want? It's a collector's
thing.
thing. Just because I collect it doesn't mean I like it. I like the whole World War II subject.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you have
when we get
you have a lolly figure. Does that mean you like lollies? Are you a lolicon? You're not saying no. You were supposed to say no.
So my hero.
Oh my God. No, I wasn't trying to fake anything out. Speaking of faking, hey, ExAnime episode 106.
Yes.
Thank you for the confirmation, Justice. What are we talking about this week?
We're talking about Spy Family Season 1, Part 2, My Hero Academia Season 6, Bleach, The 1,000-Year Blood War.
Which season is it?
Huh?
What season is it?
Like 33. And then 2-Year Eternity Season 2.
Wow, a lot of follow-up seasons to this on here, huh?
Yeah,
hey, we're just going to get right into it on there. Yo, they adopted.
They adopted the doggy. This is Spy Family.
Dude, what kind of bullshit is this show? Like, yo, we need to take this dog because it could be dangerous. I want the doggy. It's like, perhaps the dog isn't too dangerous on there. It's like,
well, I mean, she threw out the line of like, I don't get the dog, I'm just gonna be mean and like
not go to school. And everyone's like, oh shit, Operation Strix is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised Spy Family doesn't have a sponsorship with, was it ROG Strix or Asus Strix?
No.
The laptop brand. Listen,
Why?
I'm just thinking, something kind of cool. You get the Strix, and then throwing it out there. Also, can we talk about Yor? I really thought, like, man, she's getting her hands cut up. She must be killing a lot of people on there. And then they have a whole scene where she's walking to a door with a bag that is dripping some red fluid on there, which we have no idea what it is. And then she opens the door and is like, you crushed the tomatoes. I'm like, oh, is she going to learn how to cook? I'm here for my cooking lessons. Like, God damn it, it's about fucking time she learns to cook, because holy shit.
Look, she's very dedicated.
That woman did a good job calling out, like, yo, your brother just eats the garbage, and that's why you're bad at cooking. He just says everything's good. As he's spitting it up, is still eating and dying.
Mm-hmm. Man, at the very beginning of the episode, there was that moment, because the dog starts to do, like, flashbacks.
Dog things?
Yeah. Well, not flashback, like, future seeing stuff. So you see Dior crying in one of the future premonitions. Like, ooh, I wonder what's going on. Also, her hands, like, are starting to look like mine, because I got cuts all over my hands, and I was like, damn.
Yours are over, like, a couple days and stuff. Hers are all from one night of cooking, intense cooking.
Wow. Well, maybe she wasn't so shit.
Also, you're pretty much almost killed, like, 4 people this episode, right?
Yes.
Here, try this. Literally, the boyfriend and her coworker are just out cold on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then literally later in the episode, you get Lloyd and Anya just on the floor dead from eating her
dessert,
which didn't look bad. And then they're just dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they literally had her, here, try making a meatball, something easy. There was a bone sticking out of it. There was hair. There was, I assume, meat.
It looked like a chicken leg at one point.
Yeah, there was like other stuff in it. And her brother was like, yo, this is amazing. It's like, no. Then they ended up making something. I forgot what it was. What did they make?
It
was like
a
a
mother's homemade stew, like southern stew.
Yeah.
With an egg.
Yeah. And it was like, no, you kind of had that cute, like, I don't remember much of my mother, but she made us this stuff.
Yeah.
It was a very nice family-oriented episode. Also, I am looking at Frankie, the Afro-ish kind of dude, his voice actor. That's kind of what I expect Frankie's voice actor to look like on there. Because other stuff in these episodes that happened was Frankie meets a girl at the cigar bar. Mm-hmm. He's like, yo, she's totally into me, dude. I'm in love with her at first sight. And then Lloyd is like, okay, fine. Writes him out a, like, butterfly spreadsheet of how the conversation goes. He's like, yeah, it's only like 216,000 different possibilities that you could answer correctly. Study this. He's like, I can't. Let's try some real world studying. And then just dresses as the woman that he's talking to.
Sometimes you got to get results.
You saw the thing where in the episode they're like, oh yeah, they're screaming and yelling at each other. And then like it's subtitled. It's like they were whispering this entire time. I'm like, at least it's kind of cool that they added that in there, so you know that they're actually just whispering with each other.
Yeah. Sometimes anime does that weird thing where weird privy to the perspective of everything. So it's like, oh yeah, they're supposed to be whispering, but we got to hear all of it. That's cool.
I'm just happy I get more Spy Family. It's good. The opening, amazing. The season 1, part 2's opening, I really like it.
I think the ending's better than the opening.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're just wrong.
I mean, you can have your incorrect opinion as well. It's fine.
My opinion's incorrect. I believe the people side with me.
Will they, though?
No, Will not be part of this, but... Sorry, that's an inside work joke, and I hope Will doesn't watch this. I love you, Will, buddy, but oh, man, come on. That's pretty much all that happened in these episodes, minus, like, she's trying to get in with, like, Damien, the target of Strick's son, and she's trying to go over to his house. That's all the point of, like, get a play date so, like, that, so Lloyd can go and kill him. But they do kind of foreshadow some shit. Not foreshadow, but he's like, when I'm done with them, I just have to leave them. I'll never speak to them again. Then a couple seconds later, he's like, maybe I'll check in from time to time. And then at the very end, he's like, I can't get rid of these smiles. Like, Lloyd's going to stay. I feel like the end of this season, I mean, we could read ahead in the manga because the manga is pretty far. I almost guarantee you it's going to come down to he needs to kill the dude. Will not pull the trigger because he also has a kid, and we'll try and find another way to unite the nations from devastation.
Stop. I feel like you're immediately going like Team Rocket weird bullshit, and my brain went, tell him to stop. Hey, my brain says stop. I don't.
I mean, I was making a Team Rocket pun.
Yeah, I knew it.
I mean, I was because Team Rocket are bad guys, and speaking of bad guys, there's a hero.
Well, hold on. Before the bad guys, I was looking up the opening.
Listen, that transition counts, and I want the audience to know that, and it stays like that.
I was looking up the opening and endings for Spy Family,
yeah,
and I was like, oh, I wonder which one has more views. They both have over 300 or 3 million views in 3 weeks, and it's like, nah, it doesn't matter. They're both really popular.
I don't know. A lot of people like Joseph Stalin. Doesn't mean they were right.
Says the one of the individuals in this room who has a USSR flag.
I'm a history buff. What do you want? It's a collector's thing. Just because I collect it doesn't mean I like it. I like the whole World War II subject.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you have
have
a lolly figure. Does that mean you like lollies? Are you a lolicon? You're not saying no. You're supposed to say no.
So my hero.
Oh my God. Speaking of lollies, My Hero Academia. Yo, Bunny Girl's getting it right now, dude. She is getting killed.
Getting what? Okay.
I'm over here like, yo, they got the hot bunny girl in here this season? Like Lola Bunny type vibes? What? She got her arm crushed, got stabbed in the side, cut in the foot, cut in the other foot, stabbed through the leg, stabbed through the arm.
No, those weren't. Well, yeah, she was stabbed, but she also had a bite taken out of her thigh and her stomach. She's just like real fucked up.
And you know what the worst part about all that is? Endeavor's like, yo, I'm gonna scorch this shut. And you just hear the burning, and she's like, oh.
He gets over to her, and he's immediately like wrapping a cloth, and you're like, what's he doing? And then she like immediately is biting down, and I was like, oh, we're like far more serious than
this season is. Listen, I'll be the first person to admit, I was giving a lot of shit to My Hero. Like, yo, shit's kind of boring. Nothing's really happening. And this season, they're like, fight, 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 kiss, 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 fight, fight.
Yeah. We also had one of the heroes get absolutely fucking murdered. So twice, my man.
You said hero. That's a villain.
Hold on.
Okay.
My man he's a tragic person.
It was pretty sad.
He dies, but before he dies, Toga and another
the head hero.
Yeah. Is captured by a hero.
Some
and
random BFE hero.
Yeah, and Twice's doppelganger walks up and fucking stabs him like 8 times in the back.
Yeah,
and
he's
drops
like,
him.
I'm gonna save. Listen, it's hard to be on the hero side when
no,
someone like
it's really easy because at some point, even people were pointing out where it's like, look, Twice's death was very sad. Also, you can't say he's a good man when you literally watched him like stab someone to death. So
listen, he was put in that situation because he's always been like this from a disturbing childhood. Listen, I mean, you could argue a lot of these people were put in that situation because
that
of what
fucking
happened.
monster's dead.
They did make it very emotional. I didn't cry. That's how I know it wasn't super sad. There was no tears from Henry. So it couldn't have been too sad.
This man's back here holding back, being like, I'm not going to. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. The toga Twice scene where he's giving her the handkerchief back.
God,
yeah,
dude,
exactly. This
like,
man didn't cry because he was too busy trying not to cry.
Dude, like when he's like, oh, I gotta get back the scarf. I've been a bad kid, and then Toga's over there like trying to process it. Then she goes to hug him, and it's like, God, come on, why you gotta do this to me? Huh? You're killing me. Oh my God. Also, I don't know how much blood was Twice's and how much blood is Hawk's.
A lot.
I mean, to be fair, Hawks is getting his wounds scorched shut.
Well, dude, he's getting a lot of things scorched shut.
It was a pretty cool moment of like,
about to be burnt chicken.
Costco rotisseries. God, but he flew out the window, came back and attacked. Like, oh, but Hawks is trying to save Twice as well because Hawks had that moment of, listen, Twice is fucked up. There's a chance he can be redeemed. Let's fix this. And I feel like if Dobby didn't show up, Twice would have had his actual redemption.
Yeah.
Or at least tried. Because think about it, there's a lot Twice can do with his quirk as a good guy.
Mm-hmm. And I see why they focused on, like, look, either you subdue Twice and get him out of the way. Otherwise, he has to die.
Yeah.
Like, he can make
strong.
thousands of himself. It can immediately turn the tide of everything. We saw that last season during the villain arc where he just overran the entire city with versions of himself, and that's how they won. So, like...
It was a very tragic... It's understandable why it's there. Mm-hmm. Sucks that it happened because you really connect with this character this season, especially with, like, Hawks interacting with him, calling him bro, bud, you would never betray me. And it's like...
Especially to a certain degree, like, season 5 or 4 was 5 was more kind of thing. Are you
saying like a certain degree of Hawks? Because that's like 165 degrees.
Stop it. Though those seasons weren't great, we've spent a lot of time even just getting to know and the villains like Twice, where at the very end of it, you're like, oh, well, he's been around for 6 seasons. It's kind of, sad to see even a bad guy go. It's a sympathetic villain.
Yeah, I feel like My Hero's finally doing the better story. Mm-hmm. Like you get good stories like, I don't know, for known good stories like Fruits Basket, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal. What?
You said Fruits Basket was good.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's the audience that's good. It's still shit in my book.
But now he's got to walk.
Yeah, see? But then you think about like Code Geass. You learn about the bad guys. They make you feel sympathetic for both sides. There's no good side with a lot of those. Like Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, you like Spike, but at the end of the day, he's just a bounty hunter that like is causing a lot of damage to. Full Metal, there's like, the government. You think, yeah, they're doing some good. It's like, oh, they killed thousands of Ishvalas. It's like, ugh. Bleach, it's like there is stability in society. Then you get these terrorists, and eventually Lelouch kind of is a bad guy.
No, he's definitely a bad guy.
I was trying to give him an out there.
Lelouch has been a bad guy the entire time. Like, let's be honest.
But now My Hero's doing this now, where it's like you want to kind of root for the bad guys because you're like, you kind of get where they're coming from. Like they got some good points.
Yes, I would say the main reason why with the other ones, it is reaching a little bit of that point. But compared to the other ones, the bad guys, for the most part, are trying to do the good thing. It's similar to like Eureka 7. Another one, I love that show to death. Gecko State, they're all wanted fugitives. But they are ex-military and have always attempted to do good, and in the end they still do good, but
It's a perspective thing.
mm-hmm.
Also, because we'll eventually have to move on there.
Yeah.
But we're not even talking about that long, but there's so much happened just with Twice and setting up this plot of what's going on. And then obviously our rabbit girl.
Yeah, well, Dobby is, they do that stupid muted speaking thing, and I already know what it said, or what he says.
I love you is what he
No, he does not.
Well, the thing is, at one point he knows Hawk's real name, which then they hint at, because we haven't read ahead. I haven't read ahead in the manga
I
at
know
all.
why. Because it was already a theory, and eventually it was like, yo, it's confirmed, and I'm over here like, yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, I try and like not, for shows that I really like My Hero, I try not to, but it's like,
look, especially during some lulls, you gotta have a little bit of excitement where it's like, hey.
Watch something better, like Band of Brothers.
I'm gonna make you pay for your own HBO.
I got it on DVD and Blu-ray, and I'm pretty sure.
Then watch it on that.
That's too much work to walk out there. But Dobby knows about Hawks' real name, and Hawks, I feel like he and Dobby were in the same program. While Hawks was in a program like a child enhancement program to make stronger heroes. I don't know. I mean, I haven't read ahead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. I know the reason why the Dobby knows his real name. It's cool. Now that they're really pushing towards that, I hope that by the end of the season we get that official stuff, which we should. It's gonna be really cool. Want to know what else is cool? Take it away, Matt.
Well, I wasn't done talking about My Hero. I was gonna say we didn't really talk about Tomura. So they thought he was dead, but they do heavily point out he's only got 74% transfer of the power. So I assume it's so he doesn't have full powers, but then you find out that All for One is trying to give him his copying power, but he gave him the original, and then All for One kept a copy of it on there, which is kind of weird in and of itself because he's doing it to get all this stuff's happening. And then, Tomaru, or how do you say his name?
I mean, most people just call him Shigaraki, right?
Yeah, Shigaraki. And then they thought he was dead, but then the electrical shock brought him back to life on there.
Well, he wasn't dead. He was just in a kind of
cold sleep or something.
Yeah.
Well, they said he's got no pulse. So I assume, dead. But they do reiterate that his grandma is, one of the original heroes that had the One for All. Yeah. But the thing about that is they show in the episode the internal fight between his family and doing the right thing and then going back towards the dark side, which I feel like they're going to have that moment of maybe he switches over eventually.
I don't think
so. But I
assume
it'll just be a thing where he does. Well, I think it'll be a thing where he's doing the wrong thing, finally decides to do the right thing, but then dies for it in some bigger fight. I still say the overhaul fight was fucking amazing. It was a great fight, great villain, great story, made sense on there. But we left off on these two because we only watched 2 episodes, episode 3, episode 4, right?
Yep.
So we left off where the villains are being attacked, blah, blah, blah. They're getting their ass kicked because everyone's just losing on there. And then we left off with Shigaraki coming back to life or whatever it is.
Jump scaring.
Excuse me, I got the hiccups right now. Jump scare. Did you get jump scared?
No.
Oh, I was like,
it's just really definitely one of those and it's the end. Oh, go figure. He's alive.
Yeah, he came back to life, kind of like the people from Bleach that definitely are not coming back to life. Holy fucking shit, dude! We're back with Bleach.
It's so good. It's so good.
Okay, I'm sitting here just I want you to stream it so I can watch what you're watching on there. And the minute I go to stream, wow. It's when they're attacking the Soul Society, right? They're specifically attacking the Soul Society. Or because they're attacking, right?
No, I mean, that's the end of the episode. End of the episode 4.
But literally, he walks in and they're like, we can fight this. Head gone, body gone, you're gone. Boom, 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 boom. It's like people are just fucking disappearing. Then there's that one guy that got half his body blown away.
Yeah, Kira, poor boy. He can't catch a break. He got absolutely fucked during the Soul Society arc. It just never has a good time.
I mean, he recovered from that. Surely he can recover from this. Listen, all I'm going to say is a very big woman showed up and I'm in love.
Oh, the one in Waco Mundo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, she showed up and I'm sitting there and all I hear is smash. God, they show up and I was just like, it's kind of cool. Like they're kicking ass. Because now they're fighting the Nazi Quincy. I mean, you can describe this better than I can on there.
The Quincy's are basically Nazis. They...
Yo, I got the rank of SS. Sweet.
The high guard that you see, they're called the Stern Ritter, and the army itself is called the Wunderreich. So
I wonder what could be wrong.
Look, it's kind of a hand.
Is there a reason why you like Bleach so much, Justus?
Look, I liked Bleach before this, so shout out to my Waco Mundos.
Oh, wow. Get the fuck out of here. They did bury the vice captain in these episodes. Well, I guess bury's an understatement.
Yeah.
Body.
Like I said, the man was totally dead. You don't just get fucking impaled into the side of a wall out of nowhere to be like, it was a flesh wound.
I played Overwatch. It's a flesh wound.
Yeah, that's a video game.
It's an anime. What?
It's different.
Listen, if he dies from that other kid if that kid is alive losing half his body. Listen, we also did go back to this episode. This is episode what, 2, 3? Where
3, 4.
3, 4? Whatever it is. The dude is on the ground, still missing his arm.
Mm-hmm.
The captain dude, I forget all their names. That's why I need to update this. This has people that we haven't seen in forever. Like
the head captain or
no, the pirate dude, the Quincy King.
Oh,
he's sitting there. He's like, "Yo, if you're gonna keep laying down, I guess you don't need your legs."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, I'll sit up," and then he just blasts his head off. Then he sees the other dude. He's like, "Nah, fuck you too." Boom.
Yeah.
It's like
he's a badass.
Like those are people. Like those are very strong characters. I feel like, so why not use them more?
Because they're not actual Quincy's. They're just a Roncar with temporary Quincy powers.
So they're not SS.
That's why right after they died, he was like, yeah, we can always get more Roncars. And then they pull the sheet showing Holly Bell, which is one of the... It is supposed to be the one in charge of all of Waco Mundo after Aizen's defeat. And... like, she is a Roncar, like, ranked 3.
Smash or pass?
Smash.
That was a very quick, not even a second thought.
Like, she was initially ranked, like, 3 or some shit like that. Now she's ranked 1, because those other motherfuckers are dead.
All my friends are dead.
And she has, like, extra heightened abilities because...
She's got boobs.
No, it's because Aizen used his abilities to, like, basically give all of them a...
So you tell me she was using performance-enhancing drugs?
Yes.
Sounds like she should be disqualified from this war.
Fucking Hogyoku's, like, being used in here. Sorry, I still remember a bunch about Bleach. I love this show. It's so good.
Listen, all I gotta say is I got a lot more Chad in these 2 episodes, and I'm very happy. Until he disappeared at one point, I was like, yo, where the fuck is Chad going?
Part of his arm started to disappear.
Listen, he's a real G. Listen, little girl dying. Little girl, she's probably thousands of years old. I don't know how old she is. Dying inside our girl, or Horihime. That's what I call her. And then she's like, oh no, I'll protect you. And Chad's
call her bread.
God.
You there,
cheese bread. But then Chad, being the Chad he is, doesn't say anything, protects her, and I'm like, yo, he's a true man over there.
Oh, are you talking about Nell?
What? Yeah.
It always kills me that Nell reverted back to the small forms. Like, you've seen adult Nell, right? Like, smash.
That's a child, sir.
I said adult.
Oh, that makes it better?
Yes. Yes? Maybe.
Police, hello. I'd like to file a complaint. The thing is, I still feel like they're still bringing in the characters that you used to remember, because literally they have that shot with Rukia, and I'm like, Rukia! Smash.
Yeah, you you hollered that out, and it's like, oh yeah, she's here. She'll get her time to shine. Don't you worry about that.
No, because what's going to happen is she's going to show up. She's like, I can fight. And then she's going to get knocked out. And Ichigo's going to be like, how dare you knock out Rukia? Bankai.
Well, he's currently battling.
That is play from play what's going to happen.
An SS officer.
Yeah, is how we're just going to refer to him the whole time. Dude, that dude is strong as fuck. But then at one point, he's like blowing up half the city. I don't know if he killed that woman or she's just severely wounded at this point. Also, he stabs that gal after she's already lost an arm. She's like, oh, this is me passing out. It's like, you lost an arm and you're fine.
Of those three?
Yeah.
Well, they're all missing an arm.
Oh, are they?
Yes. That's how they summon that big monster.
Oh.
They all, yeah.
Oh, okay. But did they cut off an arm for that? Or
no, it just kind of disappears to
so when that
them.
monster gets finished being torn apart, apparently, oh my god, that was kind of graphic.
Yeah.
I do like that this Bleach is not censored, because I'm like, yo, there's a fucking lot of dead people.
Yeah.
Let's play a game. Stab. Oh.
It's fucking
They waited
sick.
that long for everyone just to die?
Yeah. He's so cool.
Well, that's not good.
It's cool.
I love how all those like SS officers show up and they're just like, dead immediately.
I can't wait for the next episode because, well, I kind of know what happens.
Is Kenpachi going to show up?
Huh?
Is Kenpachi going to show up?
Yes.
Dude.
I mean, all the captains are on high alert, but
I mean,
like,
he's like,
look, Yamamoto's going to fucking go ham. I'm just going to like give that excitement. Like, the head captain's mad. Come on now. This man's ready for war.
Or if he just dies of a heart attack. Just dead.
No. That'd be pitchforks. Kill these men.
No, you can't. He's already dead. Oh.
That's fucked up.
What?
All right. Speaking of dead people, shall we?
Well, no, if we're gonna. No, I wanted to mention at least the one last thing for Ichigo. When like literally the Quincy's got the little round thing on his head, right? Mm-hmm. Ichigo's such a badass because he's like, oh, you're fighting me? Basically, they're approaching me, Johto meme. He's like, all I gotta do is destroy that circle, right? He's like, you can try, and Ichigo's like, okay.
Yeah. Well, he destroys it, and it's like, and then it's like, hey, because I destroyed this, you can't absorb any more people's reishi, which is what he's doing. And he's like, talking about it's one thing, but actually have the gall to go through and do it. And it's like, yeah, that's Ichigo.
Yo, Ichigo over there just fucking doing shit on there.
Yeah.
Ichigo, smash or pass?
Pass.
Smash. How dare you? That's Ichigo.
You're a Quincy.
What? What were we going to say?
Quincy.
What?
Don't worry about it.
You know what I don't want to worry about? The sad feelings into your eternity. Listen, Justus, like, yo, it's not sad. The first 4 minutes of the show, it's like, remember all these people that died? Remember them again.
It's not sad.
Also, this shit's weird as fuck. It's like, yo, it's been 40 years. So, okay, hang on. 40 years have passed.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty much stayed in that form. He was a crab at one point.
Well, he was a shrimp.
Well, he was a lot of things,
yeah.
But he was a crab with a little flower thing. Then he was a shrimp. Then he was like a fish. I don't know. Shit was weird as fuck. Washes up on shore, right? Mm-hmm. And then, so Tonari from last season, that was a child, is now just an old woman.
That was the reveal right at the very end.
Yeah, episode 2. It's like, oh, Tonari. It's like, yo, people that have been poisoned before can withstand poison. It's like, did you just poison Are you just eating poison?
I mean, why not, man?
Also, that owl hang on, how long do owls live for?
I think it's a new owl. Come on now.
I mean,
look, if it's the same owl, that's impressive.
5 to 12 years. So
that's a definitely new owl.
She's gone through at least 3 owls. Unless there's some bullshit of like, yo, my owl has the circle of life inside of it. I don't know. It's kind of cool to see Tonari back again. I'm like, oh, cool. Tonari's back. She's just more of a cunt now than she was before.
We do get introduced to Hisame, which is supposed to be the granddaughter of what's her name?
I think Kahaku.
No, it also starts with an H. She the granddaughter of the crazy bitch from the last season, Hayase. Yeah, and it's like she's 9. She's got a knocker in her arm because that was what the
Is it knocker?
knocker.
Is it knocker?
Yes, Nokker is.
Yeah, but I thought they were pronouncing it different on there.
No. This is what happens when you play Hearts of Iron 4.
I was watching it.
But yeah, the child, like, go figure, doing the same shit grandma did. Oh, we're here to protect him. As actively trying to drug him. To be fair, it works, because, well, Fushi's just kind of shit at
They're named knockers because they knock on the door of paradise seeking its destruction.
Okay.
But that's just so weird that's why they're named that. Sorry, it's just something random I had to say. Okay, so apparently have they taken over the world?
I don't
It's
think
kind of
so.
how I see it. Well, the thing is Tonari's over there. She's like now eating them. She like fries them and eats them. Which is also another weird.
Well, I mean, Fushi made jerky.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's a lot of weird shit that just happened in episode 1. It's like, here's a summarization. Here's we're introducing the characters. And as
We
always,
get this weird JoJo looking fucker with like horns in his hair. I'm interested to meet that dude.
why? Because he's horny.
No, it just looks weird, and I want to see.
Listen, there's going to be a point in this show where they're going to make you fall in love with a character, and they're just going to fucking murder them right in front of you. We only watched one episode of this, by the way.
Yeah, I mean there was
There's
only one episode out.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
I hope they fucking kill Hisame. Punt the child. I think I said something in the last season of this show too. I'll say it again. Fucking punt that child. She's a devil. With a big tumor of an arm.
Whoa, it's not the tumor.
It's definitely a fucking tumor.
It's a knocker. Knocker.
There you go, buddy.
It's a knocker. That's what's in the arm. She's like, no, it's passed down from my grandmother. I'm like, what kind of bullshit is this? Why are you
Look, at
passing
one
down?
point she talked about being a reincarnation of Hayase, and then they did this weird visualization of like the spirit encompassing the womb. It was
Listen, Fushi could have got some. Listen, there's a crazy hot scale, and Fushi could have got some, and he chose not to.
I mean, it
My man,
sounds like he might.
That's a
try
child,
to be forced
sir.
to
That
get
is
some
a child, sir.
Look, this
That
show's
is a child.
The
It doesn't
show's
matter if
fucked
she's
up enough.
You know what's gonna happen? I'm
Child.
calling it now. Oh my god, I'm calling it now. There's gonna be like a 10-year gap. She's gonna be like 20 something. She and Fushi are gonna get down and dirty. There's gonna be a baby. Fushi's gonna be holding the baby. The baby's gonna die.
No,
Calling it now.
no.
Also, I forgot how much I miss Peorian.
Yeah, damn old lady.
Who cares if she was a criminal on there? She redeemed herself in the end.
Yeah, the you did kind of have that depressing point where he's like, I wonder how Tonari and Rian are doing. And it's like, it's been 40 years. They're probably old or dead by now. And it's like,
Because to him, I mean,
turns out one of them is definitely old. The other one, maybe
to
dead.
be fair for him, time flies by really quick. Just considering, like at one point he was a rock for hundreds of years,
Yeah.
and then it's like, listen, I love reading some of the comments of this. Someone's like, "Yeah, I wanted to watch season 1. Sorry, I wanted to rewatch season 1 to get ready for season 2, and I forgot how emotionally depressed you become after the first episode of season 1 when Noah." Yeah, because Noah is the boy and Jonah.
Well, I don't think the boy ever had a name. I think it's literally just referred to as the boy.
Oh, okay. But then he dies, dog dies, and just like, or dog dies and he dies.
Yeah,
It's like,
the dog had a name, but not him.
yeah. So I'm excited to see what happens. I don't know. Still best opening. Bleach. without a doubt. Chainsaw Man's good, don't get me wrong. But Bleach is pretty good. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah.
I'd argue that Spy Family's second, and then Jesus Christ, what do you call it? Chainsaw Man is 3. Chainsaw Man,
Akabe Maid War is like...
Dude, that show was just like, yo, random bullshit, fucking go.
Yeah. We'll talk more about it like next week.
Yo, big woman from that 3 people that showed up in Bleach, hit me up. I don't care if you're missing an arm now.
2D woman, please.
Yo,
please hit me up. I'm not desperate.
Yo, Oba, her, just whatever you want.
2D woman, please get other 2D woman. Please.
Please. Monkey brain go.
All right. We should probably end it there.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for watching.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Sub to our OnlyFans. Patreon. Fiverr.
Fiverr.
I don't know. I'm just random.
Fiverr's a weird one.